Okay, so we've talked about it a crap ton in this video and in this video and in this video about our real estate market. By the way, stay tuned till the end and I'll give you a little market update. But let's talk about how to get your offer accepted. For crying out loud, there are multiple offers on just about every house on the market right now, especially here in Bakersfield. I can't speak to other states, so I can only speak because I'm your Bakersfield expert, but man alive, it's a tough market. But they are being accepted. And I'm about to tell you 3 things that can help you get your offer accepted in this crazy market.
Hey there, it's your local Bakersfield expert and your favorite realtor.
Leasing it, but you just need to know what you're getting into and whether you're gonna buy or sell. All right, so we've talked in other videos about the contingency periods, the inspection contingency, the loan contingency, and the appraisal contingency. I've described them as 3 different lanes. Inspections normally 17, loan and appraisal are 21 days. Here's what I have been putting into my clients' offers, and it seems to move the needle a little bit. I can't say they're all getting accepted, but at least we're getting in the top, and then some of them have actually been accepted. Praise the Lord. So what we're doing on the inspection contingency is we're tightening it way up. We're moving it up to 10 days or 7 days, depending on how long our escrow is. So that cuts off a crap ton of time, right? So if you're a seller and you get an offer that says, oh, inspection contingency is only gonna be 10 days, they know they don't have to wait around for 2.5 weeks for you to get your inspections done. What that means for you as a buyer is you better hustle. We better hustle and get all of the inspections done. If you wanna have just a regular home inspection, great. Home and termite, great. If you wanna go a little bit further with the septic and the sewer and the roof, if you wanna get all of that extra checked, you've got 10 days to knock that son of a gun out. But here's the thing, it's working. We love that it's working. So, number 1, move your inspection contingency up. Shorten that time frame from 17 days to 10 days. Sellers like that. Number 2, we've talked about the earnest money before. I think we talked about it over here and over here in these videos where I explained to you how that money tells the seller, I'm not looking at other houses, I'm not opening escrow on any other property, I want your house to start my inspections on, to get my loan approved for, to become the owner of. So another thing that you can do with your earnest money is you can give that to the sellers before the close date. Now let me explain. It can get a little like here. So the earnest money tells the seller, you're gonna go ahead and start escrow and you've started your inspections and your loan is getting approved and you're getting the appraisal ordered. So that earnest money is the beginning process of escrow. What normally happens is that earnest money moves to the back end and kind of gets absorbed with like loan fees and escrow fees and closing costs, and it kind of goes over here. It eventually goes to the seller as their proceeds for the sale. But what you can do is you can say, hey, Mr. Seller, I'd like to buy your house. And after my loan contingency is cleared, after my appraisal comes in, and after I've done all of my inspections, my 3 lanes, you know what I'm gonna do, Mr. Seller? I'm gonna give you that earnest money early, before we close. So it's a release of the earnest money. It's not more money for you as a seller. You're not getting an extra $3,000 or $10,000. It's just a little bit of your proceeds early. I'm not even gonna lie, it's a big risk, but what it does is it lets your offer get higher to the pack. Remember, we're trying to get your offer accepted, and we're trying to get your offer accepted, and we're trying to make sure that the seller understands you're in it to win it. You want this house. You're gonna do what it takes to get this house. So releasing that earnest money to the seller when you remove all of your contingencies is another really strong element to your offer. Number 3 way to get your offer accepted in this really crazy market. Say it with me, cash. Cash is king. Come in over asking and guarantee that money. Now let me explain what that means, because it can kind of get a little weird if I don't explain it. So the house you're buying is listed for $525,000. You're gonna get a loan for $525,000. But what you as a buyer can say, you know what, Mr. Seller, I'm gonna go ahead and pay you $550,000 for that house. You've got to come up with the difference. The $525,000 that the bank will loan you, and then the $25,000 difference on that $550,000. So that's going to be a couple of things for you to think about. If you want to come in over asking, they're going to want to see your bank account. They're going to want to make sure it's not just willy-nilly floating around in the nethers. They want to actually see you've got that 25,000, that 30,000, 10,000, whatever the number is. They want to make sure you've got it, and then it's not like, oh, I'll make sure I get it. Nope, they want to see it. If you're selling, they want to see it. If you're buying, be prepared to show it. But it helps. It helps so much because we agents are calling the listing agents going, what's the guarantee? How high do we need to come in over asking? Because that's just what's going on right now. So if you found this information valuable, don't forget to be here every Wednesday for these videos. And make sure you subscribe too, because that's always a big deal in this world here on YouTube. We need to make sure you're here week after week, because I'm here week after week. I want you here with me. Okay, now let's talk about just a brief little summary of our current real estate market here in Bakersfield. All right, so let's talk about the market here in Bakersfield. It's Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. We have, drum roll please, 428 houses on the market. It's a little bit more than the market update that I did a few months ago, but not that much more. Not that much more. A normal market is when we have about 4 times that amount. So anywhere between 12 to 1,600 homes is a reasonable market. When we have 428 houses and many buyers, it's a tight market and it's a seller's market. So if you are interested in selling your property, holy mackerel, prepare yourself for what's about to happen. You will have multiple offers, and if they've watched this video, you know how they're gonna come in, and you better say, you know what? I'm gonna accept that offer, because that's exactly what Angel told him to do. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, that is what we need to do. So number 1, shorten up your inspection contingency. Make that son of a gun as tight as you can make it. Whatever your schedule is, shorten it and see if that helps raise your offer to the top of the pack. Number 2, give the earnest money to the sellers before the close of escrow. My recommendation is when you remove contingencies, but if you have another way that you would like to do that, then you let me know and I'll put it in the contract. And number 3, come in over asking. Don't try and find a bargain right now that you're gonna come in 20,000 under. Oh no, brother, you better bring your A game, highest and best, the first go around. And if we're lucky enough, we will get a counter and we can open escrow. See you next Wednesday.